How's it going, everybody? Wayne here, and welcome back to another episode of the N64 Complete in Box Quest, where I'm completing the entire N64 library complete in box to find out how much it costs to put one together in today's market. And to start out this episode, I got another gray cartridge variant, and that game is Aiden Chronicles: The First Mage. This is the second hardest to find gray cartridge variant. I guess there was a wrestling game gray cartridge variant that popped up a couple years ago. I don't really believe that's a legit gray cartridge variant. So in terms of the original 13 that were known to be gray cartridge variants, this is the second hardest one to find. The first being Turok Rage Wars, which I already have. Other than that, today we have a lot of 12 games that we'll be adding to the collection. Let's check them out. And the first game we have up in the lot today is Hey You Pikachu, and this came with a microphone and another piece that you plug into the fourth controller port to actually talk to Pikachu in the game. Let's see if it's any good. Hey You Pikachu was developed by Umbrella and published by Nintendo. It thunderbolted onto store shelves in 2000. Hey You Pikachu is a virtual pet game for the N64. This game is designed for children. You start off waking up and you must help Professor Oak test out his new invention, the Poke Helper, which allows you to communicate with wild Pokemon. When you first see Pikachu, you must call out to him several times to gain his trust. You do that by talking into the microphone the game came with. Once you gain his trust, you spend every day with Pikachu playing games, gathering food, and other various activities. The graphics are poor for a Pokemon game, and the camera is really choppy. However, it does have a lot of color, which is okay for children, which the game was designed for. The music is okay, but it's on a loop and gets monotonous really quick. Pikachu can understand simple words like Thunderbolt, and he reacts to them. However, Pikachu doesn't have much of a vocabulary. All he knows how to say is Pika and Pikachu.
Pika!
Pikachu!
Pika!
Pika Pika!
Pika Pikachu!
Pikachu!
Pika!
Pika! Pika? Pika Pika! Pika Pika!
Pika Pika!
Pikachu!
Pikachu!
Pika Pika Pikachu!
Pika Pikachu!
Is your name Pikachu because you pick your nose and sneeze a lot?
Achoo!
If you have kids that want to talk to Pikachu, this is an okay game. You won't find much fun in the game as an adult after about 20 minutes of joking around. Hey You Pikachu is game number 203 for the collection. The next game in the lot is a football game, and that game is NFL Blitz 2000. NFL Blitz 2000 was developed and published by Midway and released for the N64 in 1999. This is the third NFL Blitz game we've covered, and all three have been super fun. The NFL Blitz series is an arcade style where anything goes. You can do insane tackles and even tackle players after the whistle without a penalty. It takes 30 yards to make a touchdown, just like the other Blitz games. I'm not sure what it is, but I've had the most fun with NFL Blitz 2000 than any of the other Blitz games. We still have one more to cover, which is NFL Blitz Special Edition. One thing I really like in Blitz 2000 is it gives you helpful instructions on how to play in the game. The controls are smooth and easy to learn, making it a really good football game. The graphics aren't the best and the players look blocky, but that feels like part of the arcade style experience. If you like football games, or even if you don't, I recommend trying the NFL Blitz series on the N64. NFL Blitz 2000 is game number 204 for the N64 Complete in Box library. Next up, a racing game, F1 Pole Position 64. Developed and published by Human Entertainment, F1 Pole Position released in 1997. F1 Pole Position is an early release racing game to simulate IndyCar racing, and it definitely shows that it was an early release. The levels are foggy and the graphics are below average. You'll start off the game picking a car. Each car handles the same, but there are options you can change, such as the wing angle, tires, suspension, just to name a few. Changing these things impact how the car handles significantly. Controls are okay, but you'll have to figure out which setup is best for you. The sound in the game is awful. While racing, there isn't any music. There's just the high-pitched sound of the cars that is really annoying, making you want to put it on mute. F1 Pole Position isn't the worst racing game on the system, but it's nothing exciting that will interest you enough to want to come back to it. F1 Pole Position is game number 205 for the N64 Complete in Box Quest. Next up, another Pokemon game, Pokemon Puzzle League. Pokemon Puzzle League was developed and published by Nintendo, releasing for the N64 in 2000. Pokemon Puzzle League is a fun puzzle game for the system. There are a lot of different ways to play the game. You can battle in stadium mode where you face off against an opponent. The object is to clear your blocks before they reach the top of the screen. You can do chain combos that send garbage blocks over to your opponent's side. When you win the matches, you earn a badge. Another fun mode is the Spa. In this mode, you just clear blocks out. Eventually a stop line pops up, and when all your blocks are under the line, you win the round and move on to the next level. The graphics are great, with lots of bright colors. The controls handle as they should, and the gameplay is fun. Pokemon Puzzle League is a fun game worth checking out if you're a puzzle game fan. And Pokemon Puzzle League is game number 206 for the library. Next up we have another puzzle game, Lode Runner 3D. Lode Runner was developed by Big Bang and published by Infogrames, releasing for the N64 in 1999. Lode Runner is a puzzle game for the N64. You run around each level solving puzzles and collecting gold pieces scattered throughout them. Once you've collected enough gold pieces and reach the end, you beat the level. You start off the game with only a gun. This gun can only be used to destroy blocks and not enemies. However, you are able to trap the enemies and get past them by destroying the blocks. Later on in the game, you can collect many other weapons like bombs to help you advance. You can also find gems in some levels that take you to a bonus stage where you can get extra lives. This game is a lot of fun if you're into puzzle games. The graphics are okay, but they could have been better. The music and sound in the game is actually pretty good and not monotonous. Finally, the controls are a little odd at first, but nothing to really complain about. I recommend Lode Runner if you're a puzzle game fan, like me. And Lode Runner is game number 206 for the collection. The last 7 games in the lot were duplicates, but with these duplicates I should be able to sell them and cover what I paid for the entire lot, making the games we just covered free to add to the collection. And these duplicates are Command and Conquer, Extreme G2, Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards, Bomberman 64, Star Wars Rogue Squadron, Madden 2002, and Madden 2000. This lot of 12 games cost me $199 shipped, bringing our total up to $9,888. Next up, I got some manuals for some empty boxes. I don't want to get to the end of the N64 Complete in Box Quest and then just add a bunch of manuals for my last episode. So I'm trying to get all the missing manuals knocked out of the way right now. And these manuals I got are NHL Breakaway 98, Tonic Trouble, Chameleon Twist, and one of these manuals came with a game to add to a box that I already had sitting on the shelf, and that manual and game was Batman Beyond. So we'll be talking about this game today because it's going on the shelf. Batman Beyond was developed by Kimco and published by Ubisoft, releasing for the N64 in 2000. Batman Beyond is a beat-em-up game, and a bad one. Starting off, the visuals are terrible. The environments are plain, and the characters look fuzzy and thrown together. The music is just one short guitar verse over and over again. The gameplay is boring as well as the story. You just run around the levels fighting enemies, getting keys to unlock the way forward, and doing it all again in the next level. Oftentimes, enemies will shoot projectiles as soon as they enter the screen, making it impossible to avoid them. You also don't get any cool gadgets or weapons. You just punch and kick. That's it. I should also mention the even lamer fact that you can't do more than one move at a time, meaning you can't jump and punch and kick in the air. However, you have enemies that can attack you from the air. You have to wait until they get on your level to fight them. Batman Beyond is not a game you want to play. Batman Beyond is game number 208 for the collection, and the carton manual cost me $30 shipped. bringing our total up to $9,918. And the manuals cost me $34, bringing our total up to $9,952. Let's get these games on the shelf. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to subscribe. I'll be completing the entire N64 library, complete in box, right here on the show. Also make sure to leave a thumbs up for puzzle games. Until next time, I'm Wayne, and thanks for watching.